is familiar. So here's the thing. I have been promised some delicious hot meals if I could just have a kitchen in this house that was actually functional. You'll notice no oven. So yesterday, I did something a little bit rash. You may recognize this isn't my house and this isn't my kitchen. That is because I've come here to essentially take away this whole kitchen for $500. That includes the oven and the dishwasher. Very excited about this. The owners of this house are demoing the place because, believe it or not, they found the ceilings are full of asbestos. What better chance than to salvage some goods and save a lot of money, because I recently looked up the average cost of a renovation for a kitchen. In Australia, you're looking at around $15,000 for a budget renovation. I'm hoping to do it for a lot less than that. Ta-da! The reason this is quite rash, I might not be ready for this kitchen to come in. This is the space we have to work with. It's not going to be a massive kitchen by any means, but there's one big problem that means I can't really start building just yet, and that is this. As a lot of you will already know, on day one, the minute I walked into this house for the first time after buying this beautiful land, there was some tape on the wall here, and when I pulled it away, I discovered termite damage. Termite damage I didn't know that was here, and it turns out there's a fair bit. I'm now going through the house bit by bit and getting rid of any termite damage. Now, I have been wanting to do this for so long. This sucker, it's time to go. There's no going back now, folks. Can any of you believe this coffee machine's still kicking? And still dripping. This dude's just really hanging out in the kitchen. Oh, another helper. Whoa! Sorry, buddy. He really kind of flew. Temporary kitchen has been moved. Quick little Sanger and homemade juice break. If you're wondering whether I've been absolutely rinsing the bath, you better believe it. Baths every night, eh, buddy? This end is now clear. I'm going to keep the sink as long as possible, but I need access to that wall. Anyone else feed their dog kangaroo? I love that little roo, huh? Well, that's better. The good thing is we're also moving towards the bathroom being ready to tackle by doing this. Whoop, whoop. Now we're getting somewhere. Sorry, bedroom. You were tidy. Very satisfying. If you're wondering why I'm also going to get rid of this plaster, it's because it's not moisture resistant plasterboard, which I should have put on in the first place. So got to put that on for behind the cupboards just to make sure it holds up over time. Last piece, finally done. And have a look how much more open this is now. Well folks, I think I was kidding myself. I wanted to get all this load unpacked and do a Bunnings run today. We're already running out of daylight. It is almost the shortest day of the year. Like the idea of an early night. Learn from Occy. Always stopping to smell the roses, eh? In other words, I'm going to be covering this back up. And Ock, tomorrow's another day. Alright, I'll see you bright and early. Weather gods, please continue to be kind. Good night, everyone.
Every golden sunrise breaking through the leaves. Songbirds in the morning, an ancient melody.
Well,
These are the gifts
this may take a while.
that make life worth living. Never lose the wonder. Hold on to the thunder.
Well, I hope the dishwasher still works after all that. Well, it doesn't feel quite so empty in here anymore. Normally, Occy is prime suspect number one for getting in the way when I'm moving. And he's so good. Alright, there is an empty trailer, folks. And now she's ready for plasterboard and all that jazz.
Keep on running. Keep on running. Keep on running. Keep on running. Running into the light.
We're back on track, folks, and I have a plan. So whilst at Bunnings, I came up with a new plan, and it is going to involve undoing some of the work I did last night. I actually got started on that framing, and now I'm going to rip it out because I've decided this space with the kitchen is just too small, and the bathroom space I actually can make a little bit smaller. So I'm going to encroach on that just to make everything fit better. It means even more manipulations that kind of weren't planned, you know, just keeping the same layout and stuff. It's just making it just a little bit bigger, which should make all the difference, hopefully. Did you enjoy Bunnings? Always. And I know we haven't ducked outside too much in this vid yet, but the good weather is definitely here. This is bloody glorious, and yeah, I'm so stoked that constant rain seems to be at an end. We in Australia here have moved into winter, but it ain't bad here, folks. It ain't bad here at all. I want to add a little bit of extra structural support underneath because of where that termite damage is. The pencil was down the pipe. And you're out of here. Next. It's so fun just undoing all the work that you did the night before. But I feel really good about it. And this is all going to be a bit of a jigsaw. Some of you may remember Scotty.
Scotty doesn't know.
He's given me a lot of advice for this space, and I'm going to make sure it's nice and, once again, over-engineered. But hopefully by tonight we have the walls ready to go and can actually start figuring out this kitchen. I'm officially stuck. Renovate, guys. It's so easy. Well, I got it. I was just under the house for probably a good half an hour, at least, but with some serious banging. It is in. Might not get quite as far tonight as I'd hoped.
Are you worried about me under there?
No. But before I can congratulate myself too much, I haven't unloaded all the timber or the plasterboard, which cannot be left out overnight. What time we got? It's only 7:15. Plenty of time. That's it, folks. That is the amount of distance I've gained from all of this trouble. Got another joist there that's going to be able to catch the bathroom flooring. Now it's finally time to frame up. Very much looking forward to having a sink inside again. Well, I'm easing into the morning in the one chaos-free corner of this house. The body is a little sore after yesterday. That day just seemed like it went on and on. But I want to take this opportunity to quickly thank today's video sponsor, which is BetterHelp. In the last video, I said that I was never going to take my health for granted, and that extends to my mental health. Only a few years ago, after the loss of Lee, my mental health was at the lowest it's ever been, and I felt like there was no way things could get better. It was also at that time that I first started seeing my therapist through BetterHelp. I have no doubt in my mind that therapy was a key factor in getting me through the toughest period of my life, and now I will never take my mental health for granted. Seeing my therapist regularly helps me put things in perspective, recenter, and also just see how far I have come. To understand how BetterHelp works, you simply go to their site, you just answer a few questions, and then BetterHelp will match you with a licensed therapist, usually within 48 hours. The best part is you can do it all from the comfort of your own home, using your phone or computer via phone call, video chat, or messaging, however feels best for you. Honestly, it just feels so good to feel good again, and I truly believe that almost everyone could benefit from seeing a therapist. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist that can support you. Visit betterhelp.com/Max and Occy or choose Max and Occy during sign up, and BetterHelp will give you a special discount off their first month. Honestly, you won't regret it. And oh, how glorious is this sunshine. It's time to get back into it. I feel like it might be another big day. It seems like perhaps it's the case that I was ready for the kitchen, but the kitchen wasn't quite ready for me. She was a long time coming, but honestly, I actually really enjoy the process. It's kind of like putting a giant puzzle together. So now it's just time to finish off the framing with the old nog dogs, the noggins, and a couple of extra pieces up the top. We finally have a wall. And if I do say so myself, what a work of art. Just a couple of things about this wall. You'll notice I've used thicker timber. Well, you may notice I used thicker timber than on this side. That's because I've used 90 by 45s here. That just gives a little bit more meat to bite into, but more importantly for the plumbing on the bathroom side, it's going to be able to come up through the wall so I can conceal it in the wall. The other extra piece is this one, which I've put in place for the shower screen that's going to go in the bathroom. It's so you can attach the glass shower screen on the other side, and it's got something to attach to. Oh, it's finally time to get the plasterboard on. And the reason this board is blue is because this is the moisture resistant plasterboard that is designed to be used in wet areas. Oh my God, I've missed my first bloody screw. Wait, why did I have a mark there? Oh, that wasn't a mark. Not a flying start, bloody hell. You guys stop watching. I'll see you all in the morning. I think Oc's telling me it's time to get out of bed. I'm a little tired, buddy. You're right. Good morning. I'm ready to start hopefully putting this house back in order a little bit. I've even been resorting to instant coffee whilst I don't have a proper dishwashing situation. Times are grim, folks. Times are grim. We need to get this kitchen in. Bit of a lazy man's cover here with the old plasterboard. This bad boy may be overkill, but it's time to just get it done. First coat, success. Got 99.9% of it on the walls and not on my face. I have the dehumidifier running. I'm gonna give it an hour and a half, give it another coat. Makes sense to do it all before the kitchen is in place, and it helps protect that plasterboard. I was a little bit unsure of painting where I'm gonna tile for the backsplash. Didn't know whether that was right or wrong. Now I have enough time for a shower, take Occy for a walk and some brekkie before the next coat. It is another just perfect day here, isn't it, buddy? I think things are really going to start moving now, and really getting rid of that wall was all I'd been wanting to do for so long, because not only has it meant that the kitchen can now go forward, but also I might even eventually have an indoor bathroom for this winter, folks, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, come on in, mate. The wet season truly feels like it's come to an end, and with that, it's made me excited, not just for projects around here, but also now the potential to get away from the cabin a bit more, now that I have it as a space that someone can come and stay and cabin sit while Occy and I are away. I've got a few little trips planned, and I'd love to know, what would you be more keen to see? Getting back in the van and taking it on an adventure, or for the first time ever, doing a bit of four-wheel drive car camping in Rocky? I honestly would be excited for both prospects, but I can tell you right now, depending on which one I go with, and maybe it'll be both, but they're going to be two very different landscapes. Just something to keep you guessing. Let's start moving some cabinetry in and playing a little Tetris here and seeing what sort of kitchen we can make. You look so excited about it, Oc. I've only got a couple more days to get this kitchen to a point that it's functional. It's not going to be finished. But I need it to be functioning because I have a new set of guests coming. How does that look? I'm finally excited now that I can actually start to see stuff happen. What do we think if I put the dishwasher here, which means the countertop's going to come to here? It's kind of more become like a U shape, but is that too small for this space? Layout option number one. It's not heaps of room, but there's enough space that you're not kind of knocking into other things. And this actually makes the kitchen quite a lot of space. Like, there's a lot to work with here. What I've done is I've put the drawers on this end. This is going to be the full width here, and that's going to be the sink cupboard. So sink here, out the window, cooktop here, oven, microwave, maybe kettle and toaster up here, cutlery, and then this countertop I'm going to keep as an open space for preparation. And then maybe, you know, coffee machine in this corner here. It doesn't come out any wider than that. When you enter, this isn't absolutely ideal. That's the door, like that's as far as it can go. But that's just, you know, that's a small house. That's what you got to deal with. But it's going to be like a little corridor into the living room. And then this beautiful big kitchen space. The only cupboard I have to manipulate is I'm gonna have to cut this one down to make it smaller to fit in this gap, because this cupboard is too small. So I'm just gonna make it to that size and we are good to go. There we go. So the end piece stays the same, and then I just have to trim these ones down. Last screw. There we have it, folks. The kitchen layout. Woohoo! whilst I'm on a roll, may as well drill out the holes for the plumbing to come through. But one of the things that took up a bit of my time yesterday was I took the plumbing for the taps out of the wall. That cap is leaking, and that would be leaking all in my internal wall. And as you can see, this kitchen, they've actually left all the old plumbing in there, so I can just use it again for the sink. And I've left the plumbing just with end caps on them straight underneath here, so I'm just gonna be able to poke them up, reattach. This black one, they've even got plumbing for a water filter, which means it could get pretty fancy here, guys. Never had a water filter. Honestly, I'm a little bit thrown with how well this seems to be coming together after how big an effort it was for the wall and the plumbing, but it feels so much like I'm well on the way there. Now that I know the ones that are included, it's cleaning time, baby. Yeah, bud. Don't give me that look. I'm gonna clean, and let me just film a very quick before so you know the grime and everything I'm working with. This is gonna test me. Hopefully the dishwasher's clean. Oh, dishwasher actually looks pretty good. Washing the cabinetry has gone from night to morning because I realized I also had to do the drawers, but look at this difference. Honestly, I'm blown away by how good these cabinets have come up. Considering they're over 20 years old, it's like they're brand new again. I also cleaned up the kickers. They came up really well. And then, as you just saw, did all the drawers too. And I have come to the realization there's just no way I'm gonna have this kitchen completely finished before my friends arrive, because they're coming tomorrow afternoon. I had to order a range hood because the one I ripped out broke. I also had to order a new stove top, and I'm gonna have to get the electrician out to hook up the oven. I found a really cheap sink and tap solution just to get me over in the interim, and guess I'll have to figure out a countertop as well. Ock, we're slowly getting a bit more space, buddy, but now we're gonna go into town again. Did you just wink at me? Ignore my squeaky brakes. I think Rocky's in a bit of trouble. Okay, now I have everything. Oh, do not tell me. It's so annoying. It's because I cut down that freaking cabinet. Damn you. Oh, I should have just went a single sink. I got greedy with two sinks. You don't need two sinks. I need to cut down the kickers, which I'm gonna do now, because then we can put the kickers in place, we can raise everything up to level, and then I wanna start getting all the doors and everything on. I swear I'm missing a kicker. Like, I'm missing one from the kitchen I ripped out. I've got those two, and I've got this one, and I don't need one for the dishwasher, but I'm pretty much gonna be short. And I've looked everywhere for it. Urgh. Never say things are going well. Never. Never. Because this is what happens. This is what happens, Ock. Double sink, missing kicker. Well, there you have it, folks. My first ever kicker. It's probably the most beautiful kicker you've ever seen, and I am never working with form ply again. It is so slippery that it makes it so bloody hard to work with. And you can't see your pencil marks. Look at the indignity of this. This is my longest leftover piece. Thumbs width, short. Damn you, missing kicker. What gap? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, that was definitely an unplanned for delay with the kickers, but now we're on to the fun stuff. We're building it back up. I feel like I've probably said that a few times, but really, now we're going up. I was just going outside to grab 90 by 45 from out on the deck because I need to brace for behind that big tall boy. And look what I found hanging out at the end of the deck. This is the missing kicker that I spent probably over an hour rebuilding and doing that patch up work. Well, she's all connected up. She's solid as rock. We have one more day, folks. Less than one day. We have half a day. Can it be functional? Can Occy stay awake for the reveal? See you in the morning. It's D-Day, folks. Summoning Gryffindor courage for today. This also has to be the last day because my body needs a break. It has been a really big few days. Oh, wake up, we're gonna work. Well, I've just started and I've already found something I didn't think of because I've cut this cupboard smaller. Now the doors are too big. For now, this isn't gonna be a day for talking. This is gonna be a day for pumping the music and just diving into it. Wish me luck. Back on track. Finally, something that went smoothly. This dishwasher better work. I found a sink. Cold water. That's my last trip under the house for a while. Anyone need their plumbing fixed? I'm your man. Look at that beautiful system. No leak at all. Hot and cold. We are golden and there is a leak under there. I was close. I saved the best job till last. This is the top of the overheads where the exhaust fan was kind of just coming out from their stovetop. But look at the difference. I've cleaned this one. And I am so damn close with this kitchen. I am going to leave you guys here. Hopefully the overheads going up goes smoothly. And I will be doing the grand reveal. Cross your fingers and toes. Although it'll be instant for you, pretty much, about now. Well, Team Hogwarts, I think I've done you proud. Let's just quickly remember what it did look like just a few days ago. How is this the same space? It has just come up so nice. I have never ever gotten so much building work done in one day. I actually should wear the socks more often. And I am in love with this space. What do you think, Ock? What do you think about it? Cheers to the MVP Ock for not minding me mess up his kingdom for a little bit there. I kind of had committed myself to having a small kitchen, but this is bloody brilliant. And looking at the kitchen before, I didn't even get a chance to clean these outer ones, so they're gonna come up nicer. And very un-YouTuber of me, I cleaned the bits that you don't normally see. So let's open this up. And actually, I'm pretty proud of this. Look how neat the plumbing is in the corner. So much space left in this cabinet. Spotless drawers, ready to go. Just to remind you, this kitchen, including the appliances, cost me 500 bucks. Building the wall, which you normally wouldn't need to do, my $20 sink and my $50 tap. I'm in for less than $1,000 so far. I know, Ock. I can't stop staring at it either. I need to get going. I am on the way to pick up my girlfriend from the airport, and tomorrow 2 of my best friends arrive. I am actually going to be away for the next week off camera, and therefore it's going to be a few weeks before my next vid. If you'd like to see how this space evolves and the rest of the cabin and the rest of this beautiful 5-acre property, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Or Occy's maybe saying don't worry about it. You okay, buddy? Thanks for being so patient with me. You ready for another car trip? I hope I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another. Bye, guys.